The 2025 Supra was announced for the United States back in June. What the heck is this special edition, final edition with a lot more horsepower and torque coming for Europe and Japan? Is it coming here? Today we're going to go over this exciting new Supra, and you better start praying it comes stateside. Yeah, Toyota's announced not only a special edition final edition with more power, but the base model has just been upgraded as well. And there's no mention of North America in here. Toyota Gazoo Racing announced today a partially upgraded model of the Supra 3.0. Now you got to remember they discontinued the 2.0 Supra a couple of years back. The special edition, final edition, is slated for global release. That could mean the United States, we'll see, with a limited run of 300 units. The planned regions for introduction and scheduled sales launch timing are described below. All right, so here are the planned regions. Maybe I can back out. Planned regions for production: the Supra 3.0, gradual introduction, including Japan, Europe, Australia. The United States is a huge market for the Supra. I mean, it's got to be bigger than Europe and Australia and Japan. Are we just included in the etc.? It's possible, but I'm a little worried that we're not mentioned here. Now, the special edition model Supra Final Edition is 100% not coming to the United States, apparently. All right. It is under consideration for launch in Japan, but for 100%, it's coming to Europe. Has like Toyota and BMW worked out some sort of special agreement here where this improved Supra can't, right? It's made almost entirely of BMW parts. Maybe they're like, hey, you can't sell this in America. It's just going to be too good. All right. I wonder if that's what's going on. So up top, you have the partially upgraded Supra. And on the bottom is the special edition final edition. Oh, and to add insult to injury, if we go to the Toyota Europe newsroom, they have an upgraded GR Supra lightweight Evo model. Here's some pictures of that Evo model. This should be obviously cheaper than that final edition, but it gets the carbon fiber duckbill spoiler that we see in the upgraded model in Japan as well. And it looks pretty incredible. If you guys want to read about that, again, elusive and exclusive GR Supra lightweight Evo model, go ahead and pause here. It should be coming to Europe in January 2025. But let's get back to the Japan-Europe press room and go over all the upgrades. Ever since its first generation in 1978, well, there's an asterisk here, and this little toy is going to play a role here. So let's zoom down to the asterisk. Number one, the Supra debuted in 1978 in North America. Is this the only place they're going to mention North America here? 1978, it was a Celica Supra. In Japan, they called it the Celica XX. And I picked this Tomica Celica XX. I didn't realize when I was in Motegi for Honda buying this that this was our Celica Supra. I'm like, I don't think I've heard of the Celica XX before. Well, I've definitely heard of the Celica Supra, and it's the same vehicle. So just a different name, different market. But yeah, it's not coming out of the box. It sits up here on my computer. Should we put him back? Between the Toyota Century and the Subaru Impreza WRX Type R STI version, I think that's a good place for it. But they remind us that the Supra has always been powered by a front-engine rear-wheel drive layout and an inline-six engine. Well, another asterisk. What is it? What is this one? The current Supra is also available in inline-four. All the rumors, if this is the final edition, right? Maybe, here's the thing, could be the final edition for Europe for sure. But remember, maybe we're not getting this final edition because this isn't the last year of the Supra in North America. That's a possibility, right? The emissions regulations are more stringent in Europe, right? So maybe this vehicle gets killed over there and it survives over here for another year and we get our own final edition that has its own flavor. That's a possibility. But anyways, the next generation Supra, which has been confirmed by Toyota through a teaser, but that teaser's proven true with the new upcoming Celica. But anyways, the next gen Supra is supposed to be all Toyota inline-four hybrid. Time will tell, though. If we don't have an inline six on a Supra, it's gonna be a tough pill to swallow for many fans. In regards to the A90 Final Edition, it boasts numerous upgraded driving related elements such as increased engine output and torque, strengthened brakes and body rigidity, and a KW suspension system, and they also upgraded the tires. Although the production of the current Supra is scheduled to end with the Supra A90 Final Edition as the model's culmination, TGR will continue to hone the Supra through motorsports activities going forward. Holy cow, the Supra is scheduled to end production. So what the heck? Why are we not getting this final edition? Again, I have to hold out hope that we get our own unique final edition for the United States market, or they announce this same final edition a little bit later. But it's just interesting because they said 300 units for global release. I mean, isn't North America a part of the global scene? I would think so. But again, no mention of North America other than this Celica Supra back in 1978. All right. Let's get into the partially upgraded Supra for this final year. Drivetrain. In line with new chassis setting, active differential control has been optimized to reduce understeer during cornering and improve handling. The brakes have been strengthened by using increased diameter Brembo front disc brakes. All right, we have quite a list of body and suspension upgrades here. The electronically controlled shock absorbers have been revised and the front stabilizer has been strengthened. The front and rear stabilizers use brackets made of reinforced aluminum. The use of strengthened rubber bushings for the front control arms and strengthened rubber mounts for the rear subframe heightens the sense of suspension, body integration, conveying road information better, contributing to a precise handling. The rear underfloor brace structure has been strengthened to increase body rigidity and improve the sense of directness and grip as well for better controllability. The electronic power steering control has been optimized to deliver a more direct steering sensation, improved control performance. And lastly, on body and suspension, the camber angle of the front and rear wheels has been revised to increase grip for improved cornering stability. We have matte black wheels contributing to the more bold look. On the exterior, a ducktail carbon fiber rear spoiler joins forces with the added front wheel arch flaps and higher front tire spats for optimized front and rear aerodynamic balance and downforce, improving road contact and handling. In the interior, the driver's seat specifically is upholstered in GR embroidered Alcantara and genuine leather. A ring and the stitching on the shift knob and 6-speed and manual transmission vehicles, of course, and the seat belts have been done in red to accentuate interior sportiness. Many of you guys have been waiting for me to talk about this upgraded powertrain. The intake air path has been revised. Okay, of course, we need it to breathe better. And a low back pressure catalyst. It also needs to breathe better on the back end, right? A low back pressure catalyst has been adopted to reduce pressure loss. Engine control has been optimized accordingly, boosting output from 285 kilowatts, which is 387 PS, to 435 PS or 320 kilowatts, and torque from 500 newton meters to 570 newton meters. Let's go ahead and pull out the calculations here. 320 kilowatts is 429 mechanical horsepower, and 570 newton meters is 420 pound-feet of torque. So 430 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque yellow for greater acceleration and response. What the heck? What in the heck? Why can't we get confirmation on this? I have to believe Toyota is doing something special for our market, getting our own final edition. Let's keep reading about the powertrain. A baffle plate has been added to the engine oil pan to prevent uneven oil distribution when encountering the high G-forces associated with improved cornering performance. Cooling performance has been enhanced in line with improved engine performance by strengthening the radiator cooling fan, adding a sub-radiator, and enlarging the differential gear cover cooling fins. In line with the new chassis setting, active differential control has been optimized to reduce understeer during cornering and improved handling. and an Akrapovic titanium muffler has been adopted, resulting in a powerful engine sound. This Supra sounds incredible, this final edition. Up front, 19-inch Brembo brakes with high coefficient of friction brake pads, enhancing braking performance, while drilled floating discs in the front and rear ensure excellent braking power to ensure even during sports driving. Stainless steel mesh brake hoses are used to reduce pressure transmission loss due to hose expansion during braking, maximizing the performance of the strengthened brake system. I'm going to try to speed this up here as this video is running on. So the body and suspension, dampening adjustable KW suspension, which is the same as that found on the GR Supra GT4, features 16 rebound stages and 12 compression stages for accommodating a variety of driving conditions. The front and rear stabilities have been strengthened to improved limit pushing performance. Also, the same attention given to the GT4 Supra's control arms has been given to this final edition as well. A strengthened cowl brace and added front underfloor brace combined with a strengthened rear underfloor brace structure and a strengthened interior luggage crossbar to increase body rigidity, improve the sense of directness and grip, and enhance controllability. And for the tires, the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 are 10% wider than the tires on the normal Supra. And the lightweight 19-inch front and 20-inch rear wheels are engraved with the Toyota Gazoo Racing logo. For the exterior, aerodynamic performance was entrusted to GT4 Supra development leader Toyota Gazoo Racing Europe, which applied its know-how built in competing in motorsports and has used a proprietary wind tunnel. Okay, I can't read because I'm thinking about there has to be a Toyota Gazoo Racing America, right? And they have to be working on our own flavor of final edition Supra. At least that's what I'm getting my hopes up for. Hopefully I'm not let down. So we have a carbon fiber front spoiler, front canards, front center flap with a carbon fiber swan neck rear wing reminiscent of that on the GT4 to optimize front and rear aerodynamic balance, downforce drag, and improving road contact. All right, an added carbon fiber hood duct features a removable inner duct for improved cooling performance when removed. On the interior, Recaro is interestingly like bankrupt right now, but Recaro podium carbon fiber bucket seats with Alcantara covered seats on top of the carbon fiber, right? So Alcantara on top of carbon fiber. And of course, this final edition is going to be accentuated in red, the red and black as you see below. The steering wheel, door trim, center console knee pad, center armrest, shift knob boot, and the center portion of the instrument panel are covered in red Alcantara. Also, red seat belts and an exclusive carbon fiber scuff plate enhances the exclusivity of the A90 final edition. All right, so here are the final specs in terms of dimensions. They're not going to be that much different from the two models, but there is a ton of difference in the added features we just talked about. So I'll see you guys in the comments. I mean, I can't believe this is a thing. It's happening that Toyota is giving a final edition Supra for Europe, for other markets. Well, shall I say for Europe and Japan, and an additionally upgraded base model for other markets that we haven't heard anything about. But like I said, I think we're going to get our own flavor of the last edition of the Supra. There's no way, if we go back to June here, there's no way that this is our last go around with the Supra, with what they announced here, which is essentially no upgrades for 2025. I think we could very well get a 2025.5 upgrade, a half model year upgrade that has a lot of upgrades that we just saw coming for other markets. All right. But I'll see you guys, like I said, in the comments, and long live the Supra. I'm sure a lot of you, here's the thing, it's bittersweet, right? The Supra is an amazing vehicle. The styling of it is, well, obviously it's subjective. It's never been my favorite, right? With it's overstyled in my opinion compared to previous generations of the Supra. Now, the whole discussion with BMW being involved with this model is something different altogether. I Well, I like it. I think BMW is their performance. They're at the peak of their internal combustion performance. BMW is this engine, the B58 engine, is incredible. Now we get a more powerful a variant of it. The Supra is, well, it is bittersweet, right? Because many of us just want mostly a Japanese made in Japan, mainly by Toyota and other Japanese companies, right? Like Yamaha, for example. I think a lot of people wanted that. Now you're going to be getting a new Supra, and it won't have anything to do with BMW more than likely, but the inline six is probably gone unless they work with Mazda. But that Mazda inline six is not really designed to compete with this engine at all, in my opinion. So Toyota's not going to make a new inline six. I want them to because they're V6 turbos that we see in the Tundra, that we see the Sequoia, that we see in Lexus products as well. I don't think it's a good enough engine, and it's not transferable to sports cars. The only car that it's in, that twin turbo V6, is a flagship LS, and that thing's huge. All right. So it's just too big of an engine to set up, and too heavy, I would say, as well. Long live the inline six Supra. I think this is the last of it, and I think US will get our own flavor of this when the time is right. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you are locked in on the channel, subscribed for more Toyota updates. You guys know I do Toyota a lot here. Toyota is the largest manufacturer in the world. They're going to get a lot of attention, and you guys enjoy it. Catch you in the next one. Have a great day, and peace.